I am Kesten Rono, and today is day 128 of A Course in Miracles. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your reflections. Reviewing Principle 48. The miracle is the only device at your immediate disposal for controlling time. Only revelation transcends it, having nothing to do with time at all. The miracle is the only device at your immediate disposal for controlling time. Only revelation transcends it. Transcends time, that is, having nothing to do with time at all. When I was younger, I asked my mom, what should I invent? She always said a time machine. Now we have the miracle and revelation. I love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. Lesson 128. The world I see holds nothing that I want. The world you see holds nothing that you want. Please repeat after me. The world I see holds nothing that I want. Nothing, no thing. The world you see holds no thing. The world you see holds nothing that you need to offer you. The world you see holds nothing that you need to offer you. Nothing that you can use in any way, nor anything at all that serves to give you joy. Believe this thought, and you are saved from years of misery, from countless disappointments, and from hopes that turn to bitter ashes of despair. No one but must accept this thought as true if he would leave the world behind and soar beyond its petty scope and little ways. Each thing you value here is but a chain that binds you to the world, and it will serve no other end but this. For everything must serve the purpose you have given it until you see a different purpose there. The only purpose worthy of your mind this world contains is that you pass it by. Let's repeat that. The only purpose worthy of your mind this world contains is that you pass it by, without delaying to perceive some hope where there is none. But you deceived no more. Be you deceived no more. The world you see holds nothing that you want. Escape today the chains you place upon your mind when you perceive salvation here. For what you value, you make part of you as you perceive yourself. For what you value, you make part of you as you perceive yourself. All things you seek to make your value greater in your sight limit you further, hide your worth from you, and add another bar across the door that leads to true awareness of yourself. Let's repeat that. All things you seek to make your value greater in your sight limit you further. That is, everything that you see in this subject-object physical world is a weight that limits your seeing, your true vision further, hides your worth from you, and adds another bar across the door that leads to true awareness of your self, capital S here, yourself, your mind and God. Let nothing that relates to body thoughts delay your progress to salvation, nor permit temptation to believe the world holds anything you want to hold you back. Nothing is here to cherish. Nothing here is worth one instant of delay and pain, one moment of uncertainty and doubt. The worthless offer nothing. Certainty of worth cannot be found in worthlessness. Today we are practicing letting go all thought of values we have given to the world. We leave it free of purposes we gave its aspects and its phases and its dreams. We hold it purposeless within our minds and loosen it from all we wish it were. Thus do we lift the chains that bar the door to freedom from this world, and go beyond all little values and diminished goals. Pause and be still a little while, and see how far you rise above the world when you release your mind from chains and let it seek the level where it finds itself at home. It will be grateful to be free a while. It knows where it belongs. But free its wings and it will fly in sureness and in joy to join its holy purpose. Let it rest in its Creator, there to be restored to sanity, to freedom, and to love. Give it 10 minutes rest 3 times today. And when your eyes are opened afterwards, you will not value anything you see as much as when you looked at it before. Your whole perspective on the world will shift by just a little every time you let your mind escape its chains. The world is not where it belongs, and you belong where it would be and where it goes to rest when you release from the world. Your guide is sure. This is capital G. Your guide is sure. Open your mind to him. Be still and rest. Protect your mind throughout the day as well. And when you think you see some value in an aspect or an image of the world, refuse to lay this chain upon your mind, but tell yourself with quiet certainty, this will not tempt me to delay myself. The world I see holds nothing that I want. Let's repeat this together, please, after me. This will not tempt me to delay myself. This will not tempt me to delay myself. The world I see holds nothing that I want. This will not tempt you to delay yourself. The world you see holds nothing that you want. The world you see holds no thing. In our earliest lessons, we talked about assigning all the meaning that we have for things, and everything slowly became meaningless. It was no thing, no mind. Whatever it is that we are seeking is not in these things. And we discussed a common value that could exist in anything, in any detail of anything, in any time, in any place. What is that? That is the light of truth aligned with the Holy Spirit. Perhaps there are valuable things that you value in this world. I imagine I value things in this world. So this lesson is for me, of course. Is there something wrong with valuing things in this world? Well, from my perspective, I would say no, but I do not understand this fullest perspective the book is alluding to. To value anything, even to value what we believe is right or just, is to bind ourselves in this physical plane, which I again think is fantastic. There are many exciting things that I enjoy in life. But we are also curious about seeing life another way. And this has led us to the invisible, where whatever it is that we are in our conscious here and nowness is not tethered to the way that all material things in the physical plane roll over and donate their life to whatever the idea of life is, moving through many things. If we are this, then we are vulnerable, and our death is inevitable, and we can pretend to protect it, and we can plan and save and hoard and find all kinds of value, but we would never find the value that offers us peace. Not perfect peace, not perfect happiness, certainly not joy. And whatever we would find that we would name that would be temporary. So it could not be this emotion or idea in its fullness. And what are miracles but wholeness, fullness? What do we wish for ourselves? Wholeness, fullness. We started this with the mantra being worthy, powerful, abundant, and complete. That's you. So where is that? If it can't be physical, and if whatever it is that you are, if the past is nothing, no thing, it literally is no thing, it is not here. What is here? Well, the truest thing we could say, here is here. Here is now. This is our key to some idea of the infinite, of the invulnerable. That whatever we are need not be planned for. There's no horde that will save us. We are perfectly peaceful, perfectly safe in whatever this form is. You know this to be true because whatever it is to be whatever you believe you are, that perception of yourself has never aged. It is here in this idea, in your absolute here and nowness, that shows you that there was a time before birth, and therefore you have an afterlife. But whatever it is that you are in your deep reflections is beyond time. What was the principle we reviewed today? The miracle is the only device at your immediate disposal for controlling time. Only revelation transcends it, having nothing to do with time. This waking up process, without wasting one more moment to notice yourself, is what we are curious about discovering. I would imagine that, at least as we read a book and share with each other here, that we're still physical, and this idea we can borrow and share this light. That is what most recent lessons have been saying, that the salvation of the world depends on you discovering your salvation. Mine depends on you. The all there is depends on everyone seeing themselves for what they truly are. How do we see truly? Well, we've been told it's aligning with the Holy Spirit, which is just seeing truth for what it is and letting illusion be an illusion. So the past, an illusion, your absolute here and nowness, the truth, giving you access to an experience that is timeless. That is the miracle. The miracle exists from outside the system, showing us that there is another way of seeing this, seeing whatever it is that we are. We are here for peace and love. Let it rest in its creator, your mind, there to be restored to sanity, to freedom, and to love. Remember, true vision may only bless. It does not require sacrifice of anyone. Why is this idea true? Because when we are giving in the invisible, forgiving, or offering love, we are compounding it. You do not lose it by giving it. You gain more. It is a blessing to give and to receive. And the giver and the receiver are one. You know that if you feel love, then you have given it. Because to give it is to receive it. And if you have not received it, you've given something else. In our here and nowness, we find freedom and love. All that it takes is recognizing that we have been playing a trick on ourselves, thinking that whatever we value in the physical is offering us the same depth of value that we can discover in the invisible, where our invulnerability exists. It is fun to be in the physical, absolutely. And I believe it becomes more fun the more that we can get closer, or maybe even all the way to seeing the light in all things, the commonality in all things, rather than imagining that we are assigning value or purpose to an item. And that item binds us then. This book is for reading. Until I can see this book as a tool for seeing miracles itself, it's just a book for reading. And in time, rather than beyond time, all I have is my experiences, which is a sliver compared to the viewpoint from all time. So I'm playing with relatively no knowledge compared to my infinite self, which would have utmost knowledge. And this is why you, in your mind, perfectly safe, your consciousness casting into a physical world for an experience that has limitations for feeling. Your perfectly safe self is with God. It is beyond time. The miracle is this tool that gives us access to seeing that there is a different way. It's a black swan event. An idea coming into your current system where you've already given value to all the things that you see, and maybe you tinker with it. The wheel existed as a pottery wheel, and then finally it was turned upright, and now it's on everything that moves. We gave it a new meaning. It had an original meaning, and then it gave a new meaning. Now it has a new purpose, and the purpose is greater, we declare. Well, if we thought the pottery wheel was the purpose of the wheel, we were perfectly satisfied. Now we've declared that it can make us move faster or smoother, more efficient, further. Now we're satisfied again. But we're missing the idea that we just reinvented what the wheel was to declare that it had more purpose and utility than before, and now it's better, and now our life has more value. Maybe it's faster, but the thing we're being asked here to do is to slow down. It's the opposite of the value the wheel has offered us, and sit with ourselves and stop assigning meaning to everything that we discover, because it can always be redesigned, reassigned. So we're just playing around. We don't know what our best interests are. Not truly, not carried out to the infinite. And every time we do this, we succumb to a perspective that ensures that we stay in time. We are enshrined in time. And in time, we know relatively little compared to our infinite self. And again, like I said, we are vulnerable. So we are looking for more and more value. This can mean that we find more and more value. We imagine so that life can feel fruitful, which would be amazing, but it is finite. And eventually, we will have some questions about meaning and understanding that is deeper. And so, this book is not just a book. These are pages of miracles offering us timelessness. This will not tempt me to delay myself. The world I see holds nothing that I want. I am Kesten Rono, and I am looking at the blueprints of our time machine. And I love you, Mom.